Let's be brutally honest for 1 second. Why does every New Year, New Me plan collapse faster than our gym motivation, right after the free trial ends? Hi, it's me again, Aoki. Yes, I'm alive, but no, I didn't become a new person either. Did you miss me? I've spent years buying cute planners, writing very serious goals, and believing that this time, discipline would finally save my life. Spoiler alert, it didn't. It just gave me more things to feel guilty about. And then I realized something uncomfortable. We're not lazy. We're just drowning. Too many habits, too many expectations, too many tabs open in our browser and in our brain. So in this video, I'm not here to sell you a perfect 2026. I'm sharing 7 minimalist habits to help you enter 2026 lighter, calmer, and most importantly, without lying to yourself again.
First, selective ignorance. Have you ever noticed how tired your brain feels, even on days when you did nothing? Like you wake up, check your phone for 5 minutes, and suddenly your brain is like, nope, I'm done. I used to feel that way all the time. And I kept asking myself, why am I exhausted? I haven't even lived today yet. Sounds familiar, right? That's when I stumbled into selective ignorance. It sounds rude at first, like ignoring the world, but honestly, the world is very loud. Too loud. We absorb more news, opinions, and notifications in one morning than our grandparents did in an entire week. And somehow we expect our minds to stay calm. Is that fair? Bruh, of course not. I remember one morning I opened my phone just to check the weather and somehow ended up emotionally involved in 3 headlines, 1 argument, and a group chat fighting over lunch plans. Before 9 a.m., I was already stressed about lunch. I hadn't even eaten breakfast yet. Ridiculous, right? One day, I realized my mind looked less like a tea room and more like a noisy food court. So I unfollowed a few draining accounts, muted one group chat that argued daily about nothing important, and turned off news notifications for a week. Guess what happened? The world survived. I survived, and my brain finally took a deep breath.
Next, we have minimalist goal setting. Now let's talk about New Year goals, or I might say the annual comedy show. January arrives and suddenly we all want to fix our finances, bodies, careers, relationships, and personality by February. And by mid-February, nothing. The planner looks untouched, the motivation disappears, the gym card starts judging you quietly from your wallet. Do you feel familiar now? I used to think I lacked discipline, but the real problem was overload. Too many goals pulling me in different directions. No wonder I felt tired before even starting. That's when minimalist goal setting changed everything for me. In Zen practice, there's a concept called Ichigyo Zanmai, total focus on one thing, one direction, one deep commitment. The year I chose just one meaningful goal felt almost suspiciously calm. But here's the twist. I actually followed through. Less stress, more progress. Isn't that interesting? Instead of asking, what else should I fix about myself, I started asking, what actually matters this year? That question alone made the whole year feel lighter.
Now, let's move on to minimalist diet. Have you ever stood in front of the fridge at 7 a.m. staring like it personally betrayed you? What should I eat again? Yeah, me too. A minimalist diet isn't about punishment or counting every calorie like a detective. It's about peace. Fewer processed foods, more real food, and way less mental noise. For me, I eat only meat, fruit, and vegetables. Those are actual foods. In Japan, we have Ichiju Sansai, 1 soup, 3 sides. Simple, calm, no drama. I tried this and suddenly breakfast stopped feeling like an exam. Same nourishing meal, less thinking, more living. Isn't it funny how less choice can feel more free? What do you think? Could your mornings use a little less chaos too? Leave your answer below in the comment. I promise I won't judge it.
Habit 4, realistic workout routine. Can I confess something embarrassing?
I once bought a gym membership, went 3 times, and then kept paying it out of respect for 6 months. Sound familiar? Here's the truth I learned the hard way. The best workout isn't the hardest one, it's the one you actually do. Minimalist fitness is about real life, not your new year, new me fantasy. In Japan, there's a word teine, gentle, careful, respectful. That's how I started treating my body. 10 minutes of stretching, a short walk, nothing dramatic, no heroic suffering, and somehow it worked. Isn't it interesting how small, boring habits beat big, exciting plans? How about you? Could consistency be the real secret we keep ignoring? Habit 5. Build a freedom runway. Okay, let me tease you a bit. Have you ever said, "I'm free," while checking your bank app like it's a horror movie trailer? Yeah, same here. A freedom runway sounds fancy, but it's really just money that lets you breathe without sweating. Not Lamborghini money. More like the money that afford you to say, "I can survive if I quit this job tomorrow." I used to tell myself, "I'll save when I earn more." Funny joke, isn't it? Meanwhile, I was buying coffee like a CEO and living like an intern. When I finally built a small runway, something shocking happened. I stopped feeling trapped. My boss got less scary. Life got quieter. In Japan, we call this yutori, space, margin, sanity. And yes, I'm side-eyeing you gently. You plan vacations better than your freedom fund, don't you? Isn't it ironic how peace is cheaper than stress? What do you think? Ready to stop running without a runway? Next, we have doing a no-buy month. All right, be honest with me. Have you ever said, "I'm not buying anything this month," and then immediately bought something because it was on sale? Yeah, you got busted. And I caught myself too. A no-buy month sounds scary, dramatic, almost illegal. 30 days with no clothes, no gadgets, no just this one thing. I deserve it. Shocking, right? When I tried this, the first week felt like withdrawal. My fingers kept opening shopping apps by muscle memory. Week 2, I started laughing at myself. "Do I really need this?" became my new favorite joke. And by the end, something strange happened. I felt lighter, calmer, richer without spending more. Zen teaches that abundance comes from wanting less. So here's my gentle challenge to you in 2026. Could you survive 1 month without buying anything? Write your urges down instead of tapping buy. Isn't it interesting how most desires vanish when ignored? Finally, it's create more, consume less. Quick question. When was the last time you scrolled for 30 minutes and thought, "Wow, my life is complete now"? Exactly. I used to binge videos like it was my second job. Thumb tired, brain full, soul empty. Consuming feels easy, productive even, but it's mostly just mental snacking. Then I tried creating instead. Nothing fancy, I cooked a messy meal. I wrote a few bad sentences. I even killed a plant. Creative attempt, okay? And weirdly, I felt alive. In Japan, this is called monozukuri, making things with care. It turns out making something, anything, flips a switch inside you. So here's my friendly challenge. Could you trade 15 minutes of scrolling for 15 minutes of creating today? No audience, no pressure, just you and your hands. So, ready to try? I bet $10 that you couldn't. So, in the end, minimalism in 2026 is not about owning less to look disciplined. It is about protecting your energy before it disappears again. The new year does not fix chaos by magic. You fix it by letting go. Less weight, less noise, less pretending. I am curious which habit made you uncomfortable, because discomfort usually tells the truth. You can write it in the comments. I will read and answer every comments of you. If you want fewer lies and more clarity, you can subscribe. Let's grow older, but not sleepwalk through it. So now, stay safe, have fun, and I wish you and your family a happy new year.